Hey friends, welcome to our remote day. If you're in my Social Studies Block 1 or Social Studies Block 3 class, this is your assignment. Review this video. I will discuss Islam on these slides. Take the notes at the end and keep them in your notebook. When you're finished, open up the religion questions based on your notes and answer them in week 4. They're pretty simple. Remember, I'll be online for a few hours tomorrow if you have questions. See you all soon and stay warm. Okay, let's go over almost one of our last religions, Islam. Some of you did your tapestries on this one and can tell us a little bit more. So I'm going to hop right in here. We have a map right here that kind of shows you the world Muslim population, okay? So right off the bat, there are a few symbols of Islam, even though Islam does discourage the use of holy symbols, believing that it took away from people's relationship with Allah, their God. So there are a few things here that says star and crescent. I think that is pronounced almost like book rup el hiz, which means 1/4 a quarter, used to help people recite the different parts of the Quran. Now, I do just want to mention that the Quran, sometimes it's spelled Quran or Koran, refer to the exact same central religious text of Islam. I did note that it's spelled differently in my notes as well as in this slideshow. So, just want to clear up any confusion on that one. And here we have the hand of God, which provides divine protection. So a few symbols there. Now, just to briefly summarize the founding story, Islam began about 1400 years ago in the Arabian Peninsula. Muslims believe it was founded by the Prophet Muhammad, born in the city of Mecca. Known for being honest and fair. According to Islamic belief, Muhammad received messages from Allah, and that's the Arabic word for God, through the angel Gabriel. These messages were later written down in the Quran, the holy book of Islam. And the founding story continues that Muhammad taught there's one Allah, that people should worship, help others live. They follow the lives by 5 pillars of Islam, which include faith, prayer, and helping the poor, fasting, making pilgrimage to Mecca, and these beliefs and practices form the foundation of Islam. Now, not to simplify, but we certainly can't go too deep into all of these different religions, but I did just want to go over the basic beliefs that Allah and Muhammad are considered the last of the prophets, that Islam is an Arabic word for surrender, commitment, and peace. So Islam is the path to complete peace through voluntary submission. Islam is the continuation of the Jewish and Christian Bibles and beliefs. And so if you'll look, and as we study these, you'll see there's some similarities and differences between all of our religions. And then the belief in the day of judgment and life after death, the best reward for performing good deeds is getting closer to God and making positive choices. Now, number 5 should really say number 4. You'll see I skipped from 3 to 5, and I apologize for that. Last but not least, you have the 5 pillars of Islam. Number 1 is the declaration of faith to testify that there is no God but Allah and Muhammad. Number 2 is prayer. 5 daily prayers are performed at dawn, noon, mid-afternoon, sunset, and night. And these prayers are chanted in Arabic, facing the direction of Mecca. In America, this is east. Then, of course, alms tax, giving 2.5% of one's wealth to the poor, different religions and faiths have different things, but I've definitely heard of paying tithes of 10%, and some just give as much as they can in the name of their. So number 4 is fasting. Muslims do not eat or drink during the daylight hours. The purpose is for them to connect or to show equality with the poor, and also to show a time for study and self-discipline. Number 5 is to take a pilgrimage, which, if you don't know that, a pilgrimage is it's a intentional journey to a holy site undertaken for spiritual renewal. So Muslims believe that making a pilgrimage to Mecca, to the Kaaba, at least once in their lifetime, is believed to restore. And this is also, the Kaaba is believed to have been built by Abraham and one of his sons. And so I told you that Abraham shows up in almost every single one of the main 5 religions that we study, which I find very interesting. Well, stay tuned for more as we learn about early civilizations and how we go from the caveman into all over parts of the world with inventions and discoveries, and the important role of religions such as Islam. The people in Arabia practiced many religions. Most were polytheistic, but because of Mecca's location, the people were exposed to many different religions and cultures. And some of these religions that we've talked about acted as a unifying force, but also um, religion was also a reason that people did not unify, and they did not get on the same page, and it did cause warfare. You have these notes already. You have Judaism, Christianity, and Buddhism. Let's go ahead and write in our Islam notes, and then our last one will be Hinduism. Okie dokie here. Let's fill in our notes for Islam today. We will not do Hinduism, that's our last one. But today we'll do Islam. So our year was 613 AD. So AD, Anno Domini, or BCE, before Common Era. That means the same thing. So after the birth of Christ, which we know is a little bit later than some of the religions that we've studied, in Mecca, Saudi Arabia is the origination. Okay. We also know that some of the beliefs are, let's see, definitely beliefs, monotheistic, the belief in one God. Let's see, the 5 pillars of Islam is their belief and foundation. They do pray 5 times a day. Big on charity and goodwill, like most of our faiths, and fasting is a part of the process as well. Their holy book is, do you remember it? Yes, the Quran, and they follow the teachings of Muhammad. And the ultimate goal is to reach paradise. Reach paradise through Allah. And also believing in, let's say, charity and goodwill. Let me slip that one up there. And so those are kind of our notes on Islam, okay? Go ahead and grab those, go into your Canvas page, and answer those 10 questions on the religions we've talked about so far. I don't know why my spacing is like that, but anyway, there you go, folks.